So the question now is, exactly how do search engines rank websites? Well, just like the factors that determine good real estate, there are three things that are important to search engines. Location, location, and location. And just to be more accurate, we'll throw in one more term, frequency. What this means is that the paramount way that search engines rank pages involves the location and frequency of keywords on a web page. This is called the location frequency method for short. For example, when you ask the librarian for books on whitewater rafting, he or she will probably first look at books with rafting in the title. Search engines operate much the same way. Pages with the search term appearing in the domain name, the HTML title tag, or in positions of prominence on the page, like at the top of the page, can be safely assumed to be more relevant to the topic than other pages without these occurrences. Search keywords that happen to appear near the top of a web page, such as in the headline or in the first few paragraphs of text, are assumed to be more relevant to the topic. This has a certain logic. Check out this New Zealand rafting company, which was the very first position on my Google search for New Zealand whitewater rafting. Notice the word New Zealand right here at the top in the New Zealand Rafting Association. Here it is again underneath the picture. And then the very first paragraph is thrilling whitewater rafting. So you can see that these terms have a prominent location on this page. And that's one reason why Google ranked it number 1 out of 82,900 pages for the term whitewater rafting in New Zealand. Search engines will also analyze how often the keywords appear in relation to other words on a web page. This is referred to as keyword density, and is another important factor in how search engines determine a page's ranking. In this page, not only do I have New Zealand rafting up here, but also the domain name has the word rafting in it. And rafting is probably peppered throughout the content of this first page here. Pages displaying a higher frequency of keywords are more likely to be relevant to that keyword than web pages with lower frequencies of a keyword. All other things being equal, search engines will rank pages with higher keyword densities higher up in its listings. All search engines follow the location frequency methods I've described here, but to a lesser or greater degree. This is much like the way a good chef will follow a standard curry recipe. She'll follow a general recipe but include her own secret ingredients to personalize it. In the same way, search engines add their own unique touches to the location frequency method I have described here. Due to this personalization, no two search engines apply these location frequency rules in the same way. That's why they give different results when you type in the same search terms. Another factor that can influence this range of results is that some search engines index more web pages. Also, some index these web pages more often. The upshot to all this is that no search engine has the exact same collection of web pages. In addition, some engines penalize pages or exclude them from the index for a variety of reasons. Some will exclude pages if they use a technique called keyword spamming. Keyword spamming is when a word is repeated hundreds of times on a page in an effort to increase its keyword frequency value in the hopes of propelling the page higher up in the listings. At this time, crawler-based search engines have a lot of experience with web optimizers who constantly rewrite their web pages in an effort to trick the search engines to gain better rankings. Some will even go to great lengths to reverse engineer these location frequency systems used by the engines. Because of this, all major search engines now also make use of ranking factors referred to as off-the-page factors that are not found on the actual web pages, making it more difficult for web authors to influence them in an effort to trick the search engines. Off-the-page factors include link popularity, page importance, and page reputation. We'll cover each of these very important factors in a later chapter. Search engines will use these factors to determine what a page is about and whether that page is deemed to be quote-unquote important enough and thus deserving of a high ranking. Additional techniques are used to counter manipulations in the form of artificial links designed to boost page rankings. These will be additional links that you place on your page to try to fool the search engine that your website is more important than it actually is. Another off-the-page factor is a concept called click-through measurement. This is a measurement that search engines do in which they watch what results someone actually clicks for a particular search. They'll drop high-ranking pages that aren't attracting enough clicks and promote lower-ranking pages that are attracting more clicks.